Hi there everybody. So I said I would do a bit of a blacksmith video, and I've almost finished this striker that I've got here in the forge. I've turned the radio down a bit. I need to put some more charcoal in here so I can work this, but I'll show you what I've done so far. You can see the file marks in here because I haven't bought any other steel at the minute, but you can see I've made the hoop for the striker. I've ground out some of the file marks just up this end. I'm going to hit it with a ball peen hammer to make it more rustic, put some dints in there. Then I'll heat treat it. Well, what I'll do with this one, the small one that I've just made for a challenge, I'll tell you about that on another video maybe, or later. I quenched that while it was still attached to the file, then cut it off because it's so tiny. But with this one, I'll probably cut it off to about here, get it heated up cherry red, nice and red, for a couple of minutes, a minute or so, and then I'll quench it in oil, shaking it in the oil so that no air pockets build up around the steel and it cools quickly. But anyway, while I've got it out of here, the steel is cooling. So this forge wastes too much fuel. It literally is this deep. So you're thinking all that fuel, and really I'm only working out the top sort of that much. That's all I need. That's why I made that other little forge, so I don't waste as much fuel. When I do get the chance to make some more, that is. Tea bags. I forgot to put them away. Yeah, I've got quite a few burns on my hand, and I put this coat on this morning, but my white jumper and my trousers are literally riddled with small holes from the charcoal. When I get this steel out, I'm going to be working it very, very quickly so I don't lose that heat. Then hopefully I can hammer both sides and it'll be back in, getting ready for heat treat. Soon as it loses that cherry red, stop hitting it because you'll snap the steel. I would like to get a better anvil, a mini one, or I would like to get this one altered so that I've got more of a flat surface to work on the top, because at the minute I've only got about an inch on the top of this across that I can work on. So some of them file marks I can see are quite deep, so I'm not going to get those out. So what I'm going to do now is cut it off, heat treat it, and then let it cool, and it'll be ready for being a striker. So I'll just show you. I've just roughed it up a bit so it looks more rustic. Okay, so I'll get that cut off now. And I've got another piece of steel ready to throw in the forge to work on. In fact, I might just, no, I was going to clean the end of that up, but it's going to be tapered out, so that'll alter anyway. And there's the flint striker. I'll just tidy this edge up, tidy that striking edge, and then we'll heat treat it. I will clean that edge up again once I've heat treated it, but that's a traditional flint striker just there. So dump that into the charcoal. Get it up to temperature, and I've got a pan of oil just on the floor. See, the light pieces of charcoal just blow all over. That's why I was covered in burns. I've got loads of burns on my hands. I know I should have a leather apron and gloves, but I find thick gloves hard to work with. And yeah, I should have a leather apron. I could have made one before I gave all my, sorry, not gave away, sold my leather. So next time I find some recycled leather, I'll make one. I'm shouting because I hope you can hear me over the hairdryer. When I take the hairdryer away and bring it back, I'm checking the colour of the steel, because while the hairdryer is blowing into it, the steel looks dark. As soon as you move the hairdryer away, you can see whether it is dark or it's nice cherry red, and we want cherry red. You want the big bits of charcoal around the steel. If you've got too many little bits around it, that just like blankets the steel and it doesn't get hot enough. It's basically like burying it in sand or burying it in ash. Once I've got it hot enough, I'll quick lift it out with this file that I use as a poker, grab it with the other mole grips, and then dunk it in the oil quickly. I won't be standing there showing it you because I need to get it in that oil so that it heat treats properly. If I stand and show it you glowing, I have to put it back in the forge to get it hot again. We're getting there. Just for you guys, I'll lift the oil up so you can see what happens. Ready? If you leave it hanging out, you'll get that flame a lot more. But you've got to get it in there, get it shaking about so that air pockets don't build up around the steel. Okay, so that's now, I'm just watching I don't drip on my stand, that's now finished. I'll send, well, I'll maybe see it in another video where it's cleaned up and working. But yeah, traditional flint striker. Bye for now, got to make some more.